Matt Hurd, public address announcer, cracking me up before we go live. Anyways, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Gaudet Field here in Middletown, Rhode Island, where the Salve Regina University Seahawks are set to take on the Saints of Emmanuel College in a non-conference women's lacrosse matchup. Hello again and welcome. I'm Ada Pizzelli bringing you the call here tonight, the first home game of the season for the Seahawks, who are 1-0 on the year, coming off a thrilling 9-7 victory over Simmons to start the season last Friday. And the hero of that game was freshman goalie Grace Heshe, who made 19 saves, 3 big ones in the fourth quarter to help preserve the lead and the win for the Seahawks. She earned Commonwealth Coast Conference Defensive Player and Rookie of the Week. Meanwhile, Emmanuel, they come into today hungry, looking for their first win. They are 0-1, 14-7. They fell to Worcester State last week to start their season. And they will turn to Emma Crowley, the senior from Peterborough, New Hampshire. Between the pipes, Heshe will mind them once again for Salve Regina, her second straight start here to begin the season. And it will be Nicole Smith in on the draw for Salve Regina at midfield. Just about ready to play. 15 minutes on the board. Quarters here this year for women's lacrosse. Had been halves for quite some time, but modeling some consistency here with the men's game as well. 15-minute quarters, and we're ready to go. And the officials coming over to check on something with the scores table. And they need a ball. Can't start the game without that. Working out the kinks. Smith and Hamblett on the draw here at midfield. Controlled for a moment by the Seahawks, bounced around at midfield. Still no clear possession, and the Seahawks do come away with the draw. Into the attacking end now. Ball played into the corner. That's Norton. Plays it behind the cage. Holly Sullivan near side. Back to Norton. On the wing right side. Looks to move it in front on the cut for the shot that goes high and wide. That was Maddie Teal. Actually make that Sam Maletti. Seahawks retain possession. Nicole Smith out beyond the arc. Maletti again, spinning out high. Zips it inside, turning little underhanded shuffle shot, score! Seahawks on top, 1-0. Seahawks will have the draw. Here comes Nicole Smith. Maletti up high. Spins to the left, into the slot with the shot, and the save made by Crowley, and she scoops it. Saints here on the clear. Ball bounced out to the near side. Scooped in, kept alive by Anna Drillin. Now Emmanuel will get their first crack in the attacking end. Bergen, straight away, moves it left side. Chandra Franca had it knocked free, loose on the ground, and scooped up by the Seahawks. And then Victoria Di Loretto gets knocked over. Seahawks still looking to clear here. Heshy. Out to midfield. Nicole Smith with it. And she's got plenty of space to race ahead. Smith into the attacking end. Smith quickly on the restart. Out high. Throws it on the cage, and it's saved by Crowley. Saints looking to clear. Long lob by Delaney Brown. Loose on the ground. Up for grabs. Hops right into the cross of Bergen. Attacking end now for Emmanuel. Megan Steele, left side. Around Baldwin. Steele, stop and start. Left wing side. 3 Seahawks converge. Ball loose on the ground. Scooped back out onto the wing by Steele. Out to Bergen. In the corner left side. Tosses now behind the cage. Looking for the angle. Drilling out in front. Turning, shooting. And it's blocked and going wide. Possession will stay here. This is going to be Emmanuel ball. Heshy was looking to bring it in. It will stay Emmanuel ball. Now onto the wing right side. Into the slot. Turning with the shot, and she scores! That's Allie Bergen on the feed from the wing. .54 to go in the first, and we're tied at 1. And now Ventura. Kelly Ventura, junior from Floral Park, New York. She will come in to take the draw here against Lincoln Hamblett, a senior from East Boothbay, Maine. Game tied at 1. Loose and taken by the Saints. Possession in a tie game. Bergen. Dancing out beyond the arc. Pushes it right side. Trying to spin her way towards the front. That's Borduas. Bergen. Again, shut off on the drive. Trying to flick it inside. That's deflected. Loose on the ground. Boudoir kept it alive and taken by the Saints, holding it in. Shamuksavan keeping it alive. Back out high now. Looking for the entry is Chandra Franca. Franca around Dunn, into the slot, right to the net, trying to bounce it on the goal. Blocked in front, loose in the slot, and the Seahawks come up with it. Holly Sullivan will bring it to the attacking end. Behind the net now, Julia Gavoni. Out onto the wing, Ventura. Trying to float it back to the inside. That's loose in the slot and turned over. Megan Steele has the ball poked free. Turns it over. Seahawks give it right back. Nicole Hunter. She lobs it into space. Seahawks could not keep it in on the far side. Saints will keep it. On the run now. Drilling into the slot, right to the net with a shot. Save made by Heshy. Rebound still loose. Kept alive by the Saints. Steele on the left side. Now behind the cage. Steele looking to go over the top. Off to the right side of the net now. For the pass, the shot that goes wide. I think that was Bergen again in front. Saints will keep it in. Bergen. Make this steal. Off to the side of the cage. The turning shot. She scores. Jessica Boudoir. Back-to-back goals for the Saints. And they take the lead with 6:50 to play in the first quarter. Nicole Smith will come back out to take the draw against Lincoln Hamblett. Up for grabs and scooped up by the Saints. Shramuksavan straight ahead into the attacking zone and bumped and fouled out by the arc. Shramuksavan out on the wing. Moves it out high. Alyssa Hogan shut off on the drive. Switches to the left hand, floats it left side. Shramuksavan double teamed in deep, slipped, lost the ball. Has it knocked free and taken by the Seahawks. Off and running with it is Gabriella Von Barren. Rossetti, near side, able to get it away to Sullivan. She's triple teamed, has it raked away from behind. It comes into space favorably for Nicole Smith. She scoops it to her left and will keep it alive and look to bring it into the attacking end. 5:27 to go in the first quarter. Seahawks down 2-1. Norton, high into the corner, kept by Sullivan. Surveying from the wing right side. Looking for the entry, deflected off across, in deep, kept alive by Gavoni. Maletti. Nicole Smith down the left side, turns and shoots, and that will skip wide. And that one may have deflected off of Gavoni. No. Gavoni. Make this Sullivan. Out to the left side of the cage. Looking for an entry. Tried to float it out wide, loose on the ground. Sullivan will scoop it up. And the Seahawks ran out of time. Seahawks turn it over. On the shot clock violation. Rachel Kennedy. Alhaider Bourdois. Franca now. Stutter step to her right into the double team. Forced back out wide. Lobs it inside. Turning with the shot is Bourdois, and the save made by Heshe. Seahawks will skip it back to Heshe. Looking for the clear. Able to thread the needle to the far side. Dunn has it go off her cross. And the Saints will get it back. Franca. Bergen. Lobs it high, trying to go over the back. That one deflected out of the cross. And it comes right to Samantha Maletti. In the attacking end, Sullivan trying to bounce it. She scores! Holly Sullivan, 2:12 to go in the first, ties the game. Smith and Hamblett on the draw. And actually make that Anna Drillin, who came in that time for the Saints. And another violation of the Seahawks will take the draw. Quickly into the attacking end, floated inside Maletti, turning, shooting, and it goes wide. Actually, I believe that was Von Barron again. This one loose off to the side of the cage, poked out of play. Last touch by the Saints. Seahawks will keep it. Here's Maletti. Sprinting right side. Now we'll circle back out beyond the arc. Gives it up to Nicole Smith. Smith dancing, trying to turn the corner. That one fluttered out of her cross. Heading out of play, and the Seahawks will turn it over. Up for grabs on the far side. Heading out of play. It will still be Saints ball as they look to clear. And they do. 32 seconds to go. This one thrown high and wide by Shrimuksavan. $18 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Game tied at 2. Franca. Down the middle, stripped of the ball. It comes right to the Saints. Running around is Drillin, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Seahawks took the 1-0 lead. The Saints scored 2 straight. Salve, though, answers with Holly Sullivan, and we're tied at 2 through 1. We'll be back here from Gaudet Field. You're watching non-conference women's lacrosse action on the Salve Athletics Network. Welcome back to the field. Free position here for the Saints, I think, at the end of the period, and the Seahawks stuff it. And that will do it for the first quarter. And now we will head to the second. We'll be back. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Start of the second quarter here between Salve Regina and Emmanuel. Game tied at 2. Seahawks owning a 8-7 shot advantage, 5-4 in shots on goal. Teams will trade ends now. Seahawks wearing their home whites with the blue and green letters and numbers. They will work right to left here in the second. Saints wearing their road blues with the white letters and numbers. They'll move left to right here in this second quarter. Holly Sullivan tied the game. Her first career goal, nonetheless. And Nicole Smith and Hamblett will draw at midfield. Poked backwards, Maletti had a chance at it, and Smith will race in and take it for Salve Regina to start the second quarter. Smith into the attacking end. Floats it on the inside. Mullen able to scoop that one off the turf. Back outside, Von Baron across now to Smith. Mullen will keep it alive left side. Floats it to Gavoni. Norton right side now off to the side of the cage. Nicole Smith on the wing left side. Walks her way in. Smith turning, trying to fire it on the goal. That one's blocked in front and taken by the Saints. That was Allie Bergen stepping in the way. Saints looking to clear. And bringing it up the field. Santigelli. Shremuksovin fell down, lost the ball. Seahawks will come up with it. Mullen brings it ahead in the attacking end. Into the corner to Norton. And they get the call from the bench. Mullen. Lobbed out high to Nicole Smith. On the entry. Turning. Ventura, her shot blocked and will roll into the cross of Crowley. Delaney Brown hit hard at midfield, and this is going to be a card here against Libby Baldwin. So 12-11 to go. So Baldwin gets the card. It will be man down for the Seahawks. Opportunity here for the Saints. And now they'll officially put 12:20 on the clock. Seahawks nearly forced a turnover. Lobbed high and taken by Alyssa Hogan. Kimberly Dunn and Sullivan harassing her, but she'll get it into the attacking end and move it out high. Franca now. Moved right side. Back to Hogan. In behind the cage. This one threaded out in front. Bounced on the goal. Deflected by Heshe. Fighting that one off in front. Ball loose inside. Scooped by the Seahawks. Gavoni has actually make this De Loretta. Seahawks man down right now. Norton has it knocked free and deep. Trying to shield the ball in the corner. Gets it away to Gavoni. Gavoni ducks the shoulder, rolls it on the cage, and the save made by Crowley. Ventura knocked it free, but is called for the foul. A little too aggressive against Alyssa Santangeli. 10:15 and counting to go here in the second quarter. Lobbed all the way across the field by Santangeli, dangerously into space. Found, though, by Megan Steele. Outletted to Franca. She'll sprint middle and stop out at the arc. Scoops it into the slot left side. Racing to keep it alive was Bergen. Bergen on the reset. We'll have to spin back out beyond the arc. And they're going to reset the shot clock here. Possession still for Emmanuel. In a tie game. Franca floats it inside, a bit behind the intended target, Bourdois. Steele. Back to Franca. Trying to fight her way towards the net. That one's blocked. Loose in the slot now. Saints scoop it out onto the wing and kept alive. Shremuksovin doing the dirty work inside to keep that alive. Hogan. Hands off inside. And Franca will move back out beyond the arc. That one loose inside. Scooped up and taken by the Saints. And having a race out onto the wing was Rachel Kennedy. And she will get free position here. And she will not shoot. Kennedy. Off to the left side of the cage now. Lobs it out beyond the arc. Ball skips out onto the wing. Kept alive by Emmanuel. 8 seconds to shoot here. Steele to her left. Floats it out onto the wing. Still loose. 2 seconds. 1 second. And the Saints, not aware of the shot clock, I think, turn it over. Heshy out to Amelia Coe. Seahawks looking to clear. Maletti plays it up ahead. Von Barron will come in to scoop it. Foul here against Emmanuel. .7:13 to go in the first half. Game tied at 2. Von Barron. Now Maletti. To Smith on the cut, trying to force it on the goal. Trickles wide of the pipe. Scooped up in deep by the Seahawks and kept alive by Emma Pereira. Back out to Maletti. Nicole Smith. Maletti now left side. Mullen into Gavoni's corner. 3 seconds to shoot. Smith turns, fires that one. Did Crowley get a piece of it? She did not. Shot clock violation. Six minutes to go here in the first half. Both teams turn it over. Back-to-back shot clock violations. Allie Bergen across midfield. Can race into the attacking end now. Ball deflected into space. Seahawks will come up with it. Turning and firing, she scores! The quick shot. Maletti snapping that one quickly on the goal. With 5:01 to play in the first half, I should say. And the Seahawks take the 3-2 lead. And Smith wins the draw cleanly. Sprinting quickly into the attacking end. Smith dishes it off. Turning, firing, she scores! Smith to Mullen. And just like that, the Seahawks have a 2-goal advantage. Right off the draw, Smith won that cleanly. Sprinted right into the attacking end. Flicked it over to Catherine Mullen, and she buries it to give the Seahawks the 4-2 lead with 4:46 to play in the first half. Draw one all the way back into the other end of the field. And Kimberly Dunn had it for a moment. Still loose on the ground. We get a whistle here. And they're going to give possession here to the Saints. who now trail by 2. 3 straight goals from the Seahawks to take the 4-2 lead. Here's Franca. Flicks it left side. Steele having to backtrack now. Into the corner. Franca beyond the arc. Looking for the entry. That one's deflected by Rossetti. And it rolls in on the cage, and Hesche will just scoop it up. Baldwin took her eye off that one. Seahawks turn it over. Ventura, though, comes right back with it. Here come the Seahawks. Pereira, strong down the right side. The shot floated out of her cross, poked away from behind, and the Saints will take it back. Two and a half to play. This one thrown from out high, falling down as she went, was Jessica Bourdois, and the save made by Hesche. Ball up for grabs at midfield, scooped up by Ventura. She'll turn the corner on Steele. And we'll get it to the attacking end. Final 2 here in the first half. 2 goals in this quarter for the Seahawks to lead 4-2. Gavoni, left side, now Mullen, who scored the most recent one for Salve. Emma Breen, just inside the arc, plays it back out to the point. Turning is Cameron Bastone. Her entry is picked off. Stolen and sprinting right back the other way with it is Abby Brown. Actually, make that Nicole Hunter. Free position here for the Saints, Alyssa Hogan. And a wide angle to the right with 1:04 to go. And Hogan will just back out. Bergen throws it behind the cage. Kennedy. Drillin. Carries out wide, trying to move it into the middle to Shremuksavin. That one off the mark, still loose. Out to the wing, and the Seahawks come up with it. Emma Breen digs it out inside. Seahawks to the attacking end, on the run now. Ventura trying to carry ahead, and the whistle comes. Free position here for the Seahawks. That was a great feed. Bastone finding Ventura. Free position with 9 seconds. Ventura with the free position. Sprints ahead, turns, trying to shoot. That one blocked out of the cross. Scooped up behind the cage. 3 seconds for the Seahawks, trying to move it in front. Turning is Mullen. Her shot will go high and wide, and that is how the first half will come to a close. The Seahawks score the only 2 of the second quarter, and they will lead 4-2 as we have reached the break. You're watching non-conference women's lacrosse action on the Salve Athletics Network. Salve leading 4-2 over Emmanuel. We'll be back. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Start of the second half in the third quarter here between Salve Regina and Emmanuel. The Seahawks leading the Saints 4-2. 2 goals in the second quarter to give the Seahawks the lead. On a crisp March evening here at Gaudet. 37 degrees right now on the field. 37 degrees Fahrenheit, 3 degrees Celsius. For those of you that want their temperature that way, some people wonder why the U.S. still uses Fahrenheit, but that is the way we roll. So we'll play. We'll give it evenly to both sides. More important numbers are 4-2. Seahawks with the lead. Ventura on the draw. This is Nicole Smith. She wins it cleanly. Ball played out high, loose on the ground. Stick fight for it here, and Smith will come away with it. And it looks like the shot clock had been reset. And so looks like they're going to want 75 seconds. Oh, we got 74, which I guess is good enough. And now they have the 75, and we're underway. Seahawks still moving left to right. Sullivan to Norton in the corner. On the entry, trying to fight for it is Maletti. Scooped out onto the wing. Norton will grab it and keep it alive for Salve. Norton behind the cage, moves it left side. Gavoni trying to send it out high. That one deflected in and out of a Saints cross. Ball still loose in the slot. Players fighting for it. Onto the wing now. Still loose. And a Seahawk gets dragged down. And they're going to call the offensive foul. They're going to say that Mullen initiated that contact. Franca spinning to the front, and her shot goes high. Saints with the ball, trailing by 2. Chandra Franca floats it inside. The shot save made by Heshe, denying Deja Shremuksavin. Heshe turned it over. Picked off by Hogan. Quickly out in front. The underhanded shot goes wide from Bourdois. And the Seahawks will get it back. Heshe holding out from her crease. Lobs it to the near side. Amelia Coe looking for somewhere to go. And she lost it. Chandra takes it away. Ventura with it now for Salve. And she's hit hard from behind. Norton into the attacking end for Salve. Behind the cage, Gavoni. Trying to thread the needle inside to Ventura. That one's off the mark. Make that Sullivan inside. Ball scooped up on the inside by Hunter. Seahawks turn it over. Saints look to clear. Near side steal. Long lob snagged in front of the Seahawks bench by Franca. Shermuksovin. Out high to Bergen. Right side, Hogan now. To the left hand, into the slot. Hogan looking for an angle. Right down from behind. Ball loose. And the Seahawks come up with it. De Loretta looking for somewhere to go. And fouled on the near side. And we're going to get head coach Bill Villarreal was going to call for time. The official took time to give a warning to the Saints about giving the Seahawks space after a whistle. .9:21 to go here. And it looks like Bill Villarreal will call for time. We'll take it as well. 9:21 to go in the third quarter. Seahawks still leading 4-2. Welcome back to Gaudet Field out of the timeout. 9:21 to go in the third. Seahawks leading 4-2. Victoria DiLoretto trying to thread the needle to Kimberly Dunn. She'll race near side here. And the Seahawks will get the clear to Ventura. Ventura hands off to Nicole Smith. Sprints left side and now will circle out beyond the arc. Smith now starts her drive right down the middle with the shot, and she scores! Nicole Smith hesitated out high and then sprinted right down the middle to make it a 5-2 Seahawks lead with 8:54 to play.
Salve, goal scored by number 2, Nicole Smith.
And Smith will come to the bench now for a quick breather along with Maletti. Ventura will take this draw for the Seahawks against Anna Drillin. Four unanswered goals for the Seahawks. Fight for the draw. And Shermukzovin will come up with it for the Saints. Bergen sprinting ahead down the right side will walk into the corner. Megan Steele. Hands off to Franca. On the wing left side. Shut off on the drive. Franca picked up by Dunn. Lobbed right side. Shermukzovin. Ball loose on the ground. Able to scoop it back up. Had it poked away again from behind by Ventura. Libby Baldwin. Moves it to Norton. See how it's into the attacking end. Pass out to Gavoni. Was ready to start her drive, and we get a whistle. Here's Norton. Von Barron. Left side to Baston. Now high Van Barron once again. Maletti now. After the quick breather. Sprints down the middle. Maletti throws it on the goal and she scores! Over the top of Emma Crowley. 5 unanswered goals for the Seahawks, and they lead 6-2. Second goal of the night for Maletti. Catherine Mullen has 2. Smith and Holly Sullivan each with a goal. 4-goal lead for the Seahawks here in the third quarter. Off the draw, controlled by the Saints. Bergen grabbed the loose ball and brings it to the attacking end. Saints led 2-1 early on in the first quarter. Since then, 5 unanswered goals from Salve Regina. Here's Franca now. Seahawks flash the double team. Franca will back it out beyond the arc. Looking for the entry, trying to thread it inside. That one's knocked free, and Von Barron comes up with it and gets fouled. Norton. Gavoni. Waiting in behind the cage, now Norton. To Sullivan. Wide on the right side. There's Nicole Smith. Maletti. Trying to move it inside to Sullivan, and that's picked off and taken by Bergen. Nicole Smith throws it on the goal, and she scores! Smith got the turnover, raced ahead. Had Pereira open in front as well, but opts for the shot, and it's 7-2. .5:23 to go. Seahawks pulling away now. And the Seahawks control the draw. Maletti quickly in front for the shot from Gavoni that goes high and wide. Seahawks will keep it. Out to Maletti. Again, floats it inside. Shuffle shot from Mullen goes wide. Holly, Sullivan turning, firing, and that one goes wide. Actually, maybe getting a piece of that was Crowley. Saints looking to clear now. There's Franca. Anna Drillin. Now onto the wing right side. Into the corner. Too high for Franca and turned over. It was grabbed by Dunn, but then Franca rips it right back. Shremuksovin. Out to Kennedy. Her shot, little sidearm shot, will go wide. And the Seahawks will get it back. 3:18 and counting to go in the third quarter. Salve leading by 5. Emma Pereira. Moves it in behind the net. Gavoni now. Out on the wing, now out high, Ventura. Von Barron. From the point, moves it right side. Sullivan. Thought about the entry. Instead, in behind the cage to Pereira. Baldwin moves it to Pereira. Dancing off-angle shot off the side of the cage. Ricochets right back to her cross. Down to 20 seconds on the shot clock here. This one played in front. Ventura has it deflect off her stick. Out in front, and Crowley will snag it. Saints looking to clear. Caitlin Hunter looking for space, moves it up the near sideline. On the ground, but can be scooped up by Bourdois. Ball was loose and done, able to dig it free. Here comes Pereira back into the attacking end. Seahawks hold it behind the cage as we approach the final minute here of the third quarter. Nicole Smith. Straight down the middle to the front. Her shot saved by Crowley. Rebound out to the corner. Pereira grabs it. Circles to the left side. Her underhanded shot will not count. The Seahawks run out of time. .28 seconds to go here in the third. Hogan. Turns it over. Maletti came away with it. Moves it to Pereira. Throws it on the cage. It skips wide with 5 seconds to go. And the final seconds will tick off the clock here in the third. Seahawks cannot get a shot away, but they will lead 7-2 as we make the turn for home. Fourth quarter coming up. Seahawks in control over the Saints. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Start of the fourth quarter between Salve Regina and Emmanuel. The Seahawks leading 7-2. Andrew Pizzelli here bringing you the call on the Salve Athletics Network. Thank you for finding us here on a Thursday evening. Emmanuel led this game 2-1 with 6:50 to go in the first. Since then, 6 unanswered goals from the Seahawks, 3 more in that third quarter. 2 from Nicole Smith, and the other from Samantha Maletti. And the official having a quick chat with head coach Liz Maloney. In her 8th season overall with the Saints, 3rd as the head coach, was an assistant coach with the program for 5 years before taking over the head coaching duties 3 years ago. The 2007 graduate from Bentley University. Nicole Smith skies and wins the draw. Quickly into the attacking end. Here's Baston. Make this Maletti shoved back out. Seahawks will set up the offense now. Into the corner, Norton. Gavoni behind the cage. Mullen. Von Barron trying to move it to Gavoni. A little bit behind her stick. She'll race over and keep it alive. Sullivan. Calling signals from behind the cage. Left there for Norton, trying to turn the corner. Norton had it knocked free. Loose in front. And sprinting in, the Seahawks, that was Mullen trying to keep it alive. Instead, it's scooped up by Bergen. Kennedy. Navigating midfield. Moves it to Hogan out on the wing. 7-2, Salve with the lead. 6 unanswered goals to build this advantage. Bergen trying to move it inside, and Maletti deflected that, but the Saints will keep it alive. Anna Drillin. Back out to Hogan. Steele. Has it knocked free, loose towards the front of the cage. And the Seahawks will come away with it. That was Smith who took it away in deep. And the Seahawks will bring it to the attacking end and now take their time. 12:32 and counting to go in the fourth quarter. Gavoni. Slings to Mullen. Von Barron. Moved right side. Sullivan. Norton in the corner. Gavoni again behind the cage. Maletti sprints middle looking for the hat trick. Her shot, save made by Crowley. Seahawks right in front of Crowley. Gavoni trying to force the errant pass. Hamlet near side, able to escape trouble. Baldwin trying to go right through Hogan. Called for the foul. .11:08 and counting. Franca has to duck back beyond the arc. Franca isolated with Dunn. Forced back out wide. Floats it towards Steele. That's off the mark. Loose on the ground and scooped up by the Seahawks. That's Rossetti. Off and running with it. Throws it too high for Mullen. But coming over to the near side to collect it was Gavoni. Cameron Baston. Ventura throws it on the cage. Save made by Crowley. She sprints out from the cage with it in a crowd. Cradling in, draws a whistle. Now she'll hop back to the cage as the Saints look to clear. Franca. Forced in behind the net. Now onto the wing left side. Turning with it, looking is Steele. And she had it knocked free. But Bergen actually make this Bourdois able to race in and collect it and keep it alive. And we're going to get a timeout called here by Liz Maloney. We'll take it as well. 9:17 to go in the fourth quarter. Seahawks still on top, 7-2. Welcome back to the field. 9:17 to go in the fourth quarter. Out of the timeout for the Saints. And time is their enemy right now, trying to get something going. They led 2-1. Seahawks led 1-0. Saints scored two quick ones to take the lead. Since then, it's just been slow and steady from the Seahawks. Into the corner, Steele has it ripped away by Emma Breen. Dunn able to get it ahead to Sullivan. Looking around, racing away from pressure into the corner. Gavoni out onto the wing right side. Here's Breen. Into contact. Lost the ball. No call. And the Saints will come up with it. A little bit of rearranging here after the penalty, after the foul. 7:46 to go in the fourth. Saints with the ball just before midfield. And ready to go now, Delaney Brown. Off the knees of Steele and scooped up by the Seahawks. Off and running now. Pereira right to the front with the shot and the save made by Crowley. Rebound scooped up by Breen and she's denied by Crowley as well. And a yellow card here against Cameron Baston with 7:20 to go. So once again, the Seahawks are man down for the second time in this game. Baston will have to sit until the 5:20 mark. Under 7 to play. Smith poked it away, has the turnover. Long lead for Mullen with Gavoni ahead. Mullen to Gavoni. She gathers. She shoots. Denied by Crowley, who met her at the apex of her shot to stop it. That one wide. Still man down here for the Seahawks. For another 30 seconds. Hogan. Franca. Steele. Turning, firing, and it's blocked. Scooped up by Franca. Spins her way to the front, and her shot goes high and wide. Thrown in the front, and they score. So finally, the Saints, just as we were back to even, after 6 unanswered goals, get back on the board. And it's Chandra Franca who makes it 7-3. With 5:09 to play.
Emmanuel, goal scored by number 7, Chandra France.
5:09 to play. Four-goal lead for Salve. An important draw here to try and keep control of this game. Smith able to race in and win it herself. Flicks it to the corner. Gavoni. Sullivan. Out to Von Barron. Now Maletti. Working on 2 goals on the entry wide of Von Barron. Loose to the side of the cage, and Von Barron able to scoop it up and keep it alive. Back out to Maletti. 45 seconds for the Seahawks to shoot. Smith trying to force her way inside. Bounces it on the cage. It goes wide. Seahawks will keep it. Pereira with 25 seconds. Drives right to the front. Pereira turns, shoots, and that one steered wide. 15 seconds for the Seahawks here. Pereira behind the cage. Floats it right side, picked off by Steele. Whistle here will give this back to the Saints. Still trying to clear with 3:13 to go. Ball loose. On the hop, Hunter. Looks to bring it ahead. Lobbed it right in place for Rachel Kennedy to come on to. 2:54 to go. Saints can't waste any time. Shremuksovin moves it left side. Bergen turning to her right hand, just throws it on the cage. That goes wide. Two and a half to play. Seahawks leading by 4. Saints with it on the wing. Now out beyond the arc. Straight away up top, Franca, who ended a 6-goal Seahawk run. Franca now will back it out. Throws it into the corner right side. Abby Brown. As we hit 2 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. Shremuksovin. Straight away up top at the arc. Looking for somewhere to go. Drop the ball. Scoops it back up. Trying to sprint away from Von Barron, and that'll do it. Shot clock violation against the Saints with 1:45 to play. That's a big turnover. Heshy sprinting out from her cage. Gets it along to Coe. with 1:25 to go. Seahawks can play some keep away here to salt this one away. Dunn lost it at midfield. Heshe makes a save. .56 seconds to go. Ventura will hold it out wide. Trying to skip it into the corner. That one's deflected. And it will go back to the Saints. But just 38 seconds to go now. Ball bounced to the near side. Hunter trying to scoot the near sideline with 26 seconds. Actually make that Delaney Brown. Here's Steele. 19 seconds around Baldwin. Steele will carry right to the front. Throw it on the goal, and she scores. Megan Steele with 10 seconds to go. So Steele able to close the margin here for the Saints, but they'll score the final 2 goals of the game, but too late. 10 seconds left. Seahawks have ground out their first 2 victories of the year. Both games hard fought, played in single digits. One last draw here at midfield. Popped high in the air. Ventura will let it fall right into her cross. She'll sprint into the attacking end. Final seconds. Seahawks will not shoot. And that'll do it. They race out onto the field. Celebrate with goalie Grace Heshe, who once again was fantastic here tonight for the Seahawks. 6 saves, but big ones early on as the Seahawks, after falling behind 2-1, score 6 unanswered goals and are able to cruise to the finish line and win 7-4 here over the Saints. 13 saves for Emma Crowley. And she really helped keep the game close, as it was for the Saints, who get a goal apiece from Bergen, Steele, Bourdois, and Franca. Seahawks spread out their scoring as well. 2 goals for Smith, Mullen, Maletti, and 1 goal for Holly Sullivan, her first career goal. Here at home, the Seahawks win in their home opener. They are now 2-0 on the season. Emmanuel, meanwhile, is 0-2. On the year. They'll next play at Anna Maria on March 12th at 12 p.m. The Seahawks are home right here again at Gaudet Field on March 16th at 5:30 p.m. I want to thank our entire staff and production crew. Nora Brown helping to provide your camera work here this evening. I want to thank you all for joining and listening with us here from Gaudet Field. Once again, your final Salve Regina 7, Emmanuel 4. I'm Andy Pizzelli. Have a good night, everyone.